family and friends, welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am Janelle Looney. I am simply a girl with curls, conquering chronic illness one day at a time. Okay, so I've been really excited about today. October 1st, yay. We're in a new month in the fall season. Yes, cooler weather. And it's my brother's birthday. Yay, whoop whoop. Happy birthday, brother. You are 1 year older. Don't forget it. Not only am I excited about the weather change and my brother's birthday, but October is not only Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also Dysautonomia Awareness Month. Okay, huge word there, dysautonomia. You should see the way it is spelled. So basically, I have been suffering from chronic illness the past 2 years. And boy, did my life change. So basically, in this video, we're going to be discussing exactly what is dysautonomia and the 2 conditions that fall under dysautonomia that I have been diagnosed with, okay? You ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so basically, dysautonomia is the malfunction of our autonomic nervous system. Another big group of words. Basically, our A and S is the nerves that regulate our non-voluntary body functions, such as heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, sweating, digestion, things like that. Things that we don't control, they just flow on their own. So basically, that's the gist of dysautonomia. Dysautonomia is an umbrella term. So that means there are different conditions that fall under the term dysautonomia, but what they all have in common is the autonomic nervous system being affected. So, what are the 2 conditions that I've been diagnosed with? Okay, mast cell activation syndrome and posterior orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. MCAS and POTS. So, to make it easy, yeah, boy, which one do we pick? Let's go with mast cell. Mast cell activation syndrome. There are actually several kinds or types of mast cell disorders. I've been diagnosed with mast cell activation syndrome. Simply stated, my mast cells are overreacting. So, we all have mast cells throughout our body. They're found in bone marrow and in different tissues of our organs, specifically the lungs and the GI tract. So you can imagine that those 2 systems are heavily impacted by mast cell disorders. And so mast cells, they're basically immune system cells. They help fight infections. They play a big role in allergy reactions. So like if someone gets a bee sting or they eat a fruit or a vegetable or some type of food that they're allergic to, and they either, the swelling from the bee sting or insect bite, the rash or the hives, or even anaphylaxis that a person experiences coming in contact with food allergies or a food they're allergic to, well, those are the mast cells releasing substances, one calling mediators, to respond and to fight off the foreign substances that have entered into the immune system. So basically, my mast cells are reacting without having to be introduced to known triggers. So I have an allergy to tree nuts and peanuts. I don't have to go into anaphylaxis just because I'm exposed to peanuts and tree nuts. I can go into anaphylaxis just going up and down the stairs. That is like scary, right? So that's basically the picture of mast cell activation syndrome. My cells are simply overreacting. They're going out to the field to take over a situation where there's no situation to even take over. Okay, so mast cell activation syndrome, that's that. Let's go over to the POTS. POTS is kind of hard to explain, but simply stated, POTS basically is the disruption, the disturbance of blood flow rate. So a normal healthy person has a normal blood flow rate, no matter if they're sitting, standing, lying down, hanging upside down on a tree branch. You know, their circulation is flowing the way it's supposed to. Well, a patient or a person with POTS, that circulation is not flowing. So basically, like I have POTS. So me sitting here, chilling, talking, whatever, by me going from a sitting position to a simple standing position, not even jumping up, just, okay, let me get up and grab a bottle of water. My heart rate, which should be between 60 and 100 beats per minute, will go up to the 150s as if I just ran a marathon. And then when I come back and sit down, my heart rate can stay between the 120s and the 150s at rest for however long it wants to go. And some patients get palpitations. I don't. I most of the time don't even feel or even know that my heart rate is going that fast or my heart is beating that fast. I don't experience anxiety. I do get lightheaded. I haven't completely passed out. So I haven't completely passed out, but there are patients who pass out going even from a lying position in the bed to a sitting position, let alone standing. So yes, you can imagine that having two conditions affect the body so drastically has dramatically changed my life. And not just mine, others who are impacted by dysautonomia. Dysautonomia really impacts and affects their life, even to the daily simple activities as getting out the bed, going to the bathtub, lifting your leg to get over into the bathtub, be able to stand for a long period of time to even take a shower without getting symptoms of flushing, lightheadedness, even passing out. And so that's basically what dysautonomia is, mast cell, POTS. Basically, one day a person's healthy, living life like, you know, I'm doing my thing, and then next just blump, blump, blump. Going from an independent, healthy, very vibrant, healthy, active, socially active young woman to weak, sickly, dependent. It's been quite a life changer, to say the least. It can take up to a few years for a person impacted, especially by POTS and mast cell, to get back up on their feet. Unfortunately, because the dysautonomia is poorly understood and misdiagnosed, a lot of patients, it takes years for them to even get a diagnosis. Like, I was extremely blessed to have been found with these diseases within a year of presenting symptoms. It was very hard. Went through a lot of testing, even had to have a bone marrow biopsy. It was crazy. So I just wanted to bring awareness and to say, hey, like, this is something that should be talked about and should be known. Now I'm like lost for words. But yes, basically I just want to explain to everyone what's been going on with me. I basically have been isolated the last 2 years. Like, I've been either here or at the hospital or at a doctor's appointment. So basically, instead of being at work and at different church functions and mission trips and shopping, which I was never really a big shopper, my life changed to, yeah, basically bubble girl, bubble girl, bubble girl. But praise God, it is what it is. So I hope you found this video helpful, interesting. Hope it enlightened you. Feel free to Google, you know, the information. There's other videos you can check out. And for those of you who are impacted by dysautonomia, I hope this encourages you and just makes you feel a little bit better that, you know, someone's coming out with their story to share with the world to hopefully make a difference. All right, until next time, bye, loves. Mwah.